already know what it is. It's Barbershop Conversations. Hit the subscribe and the like button today.
Thank you guys once again for joining us here on The Fight Guys. We are today here at one of our co-hosts' homes, just chilling out, watching fights, and going through what's going to be a very busy week here in SoCal and in boxing itself. Before we even start on what's going on here in Southern California, let's get to the action fight of the early afternoon on December 10th, which would be Anthony Joshua versus Molina. You know, it's a big fight over there in the UK. Tickets sold out rather quickly, which they normally do for a Joshua fight. We've seen Molina in with Deontay Wilder, and we've seen what Deontay was capable of doing with him. Your thoughts on Joshua, and will we see him end Molina quicker, or do you think it'll take a little bit longer? Fred, go ahead.
First, I want to say that the heavyweight division, in terms of the elite fighter, has been like the year of the bums. Deontay Wilder has fought 3 bums. Anthony Joshua, quote unquote, has fought 3 below level opponents. Forgive me for calling our Olympic bronze medalist a below average opponent, but I think moving forward, 2017, I hope that the top 5 or 6 heavyweights, at least we get 1 or 2 of those matches. Obviously, we want Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, and I believe that's why Showtime signed Anthony Joshua to get that big pay-per-view in 2017. But I know, right? Isn't that tantalizing? On so many levels.
That's why Showtime's having the Bronze Bomber. I don't know if he's going to be in the UK or he's going to be in studio.
He'll probably be in studio.
But he's.
And I like both guys a lot.
Yeah,
that would be a tough guy. But I've never met Joshua. I've met Deontay, so it would be easier for me to pick the American in that fight, just because I know him. But I would pick Joshua. If I bet, I would pick Joshua to win that fight.
The funny thing is they're both very comparable. They're both tall. The only difference probably is the body mass that Joshua carries compared to Wilder. Wilder's tall and lanky, but that'd probably be the only real difference.
Joshua would correct you and say, I got a better medal in the Olympics, but
true.
Outside of that, that would be. But that's going to be an exciting fight. I just walked right through the shot, but that would be. I got Joshua winning by however he wants to do it.
Against Molina?
Yeah, again, however he wants. Molina's going to stand there. He's going to land his right hand, obviously. But Joshua, if he wants to end it early, he'll end it early. If he wants to carry him to the 5th round because he's selling out crowds, he'll knock him out in the 5th round. Me personally, that's just what I believe.
So you think he'll just basically carry it, kind of like Triple G did with Monroe?
Yeah, he did carry him.
Give him a little show, and then right there, just end it off when he wanted to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Steven,
I don't see Anthony doing that. Like even against Brazil, it was probably his biggest name on his record.
Definitely was the biggest.
Yeah. I think he was trying to get him out of there as soon as possible. Brazil was better than he thought. Brazil presented just different angles and things like that. Just not necessarily frustrated, but just didn't allow Joshua to do exactly what he wanted to do. I mean, I agree with you. As soon as he wants to get Molina out of there, I think he will. But I think he's fine. I think he believes that his fans are fine with taking guys out in the 2nd, 3rd round. You know what I mean? I think because he's done that. I mean, prior to Brazil, I want to say the longest he had gone was 3 rounds?
4 rounds. Dylan White, remember?
Oh, yeah, that was a good fight. 7th, 8th round.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think Joshua he's the real deal for sure. When I ask just people in boxing, hey, tell me what fighter you like to watch. One fighter you're like, this fighter's fighting, I'm gonna be in front of my TV and watch it. Letterman, a few other people told me Anthony Joshua, they love. I think it's the kind of old timers I would ask too. So I think their kind of thing is the heavyweight's kind of the glamour division in boxing, and the fact that there's this guy Anthony Joshua who's just taking people's heads off, young, good-looking kid, humble, all that, and comes with a huge fan base. I think they're very excited about it, and I mean they should be. He should be. You guys should be watching him. If you're not, definitely tune in December 10th for sure.
The thing that strikes me so much about Joshua is the fact that he's also very soft-spoken. If you ever seen any of those UK face-offs, usually if you saw Charles Martin one, Charles Martin one was the talking. Joshua was just all right, cool, all right, calm, collective, and everything rolled off the tongue with him. He didn't really he didn't brag about anything. He was just like, we'll wait, we'll see how it goes. And he's very soft-spoken, but for someone like that to carry so much weight in the UK, and like you said, bring the fan base that he brings, it's amazing because we saw Ricky Hatton. He talked a lot. Saw Joe Calzaghe, talked a lot. Kell Brook talks a lot. You know, all the big UK fighters that we've seen over here in the States, they had
Conor
that
McGregor's
mouth.
magic.
Yeah, they get the gab. They spoke here and there. Josh was just so soft-spoken, but carries that much weight as well. Dom, give us your thoughts on Joshua and Molina.
I'm really curious to see how Joshua is going to perform against Molina because Wilder had some trouble with Molina.
Late. He always runs out of gas.
Yeah. And there was a couple of, I can't remember the exact round, but he got hurt in that fight. So I'm curious to see. I know you can't really compare past opponents against another foe, but I mean, truth is, Joshua should probably get him out within the first 3-4 rounds. I don't see him going past 4 rounds. I mean, Joshua is without a doubt the real deal. And like I said, he's very charismatic. You know, he's a good-looking kid. He's a gold medalist. He has the entire package, man.
He does.
And
he looks like a
he looks like a real heavyweight champion, and you gotta like that.
He looks like what Mike Tyson would have looked like if he was that height.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he looks like.
Imagine
But he had. Go ahead.
We would have been talking about Joshua versus Klitschko had they got it together.
They say
You know what I
April.
mean?
They
Like-
say April.
They say April 29th. Is
Yeah.
more
I mean,
than
yeah,
likely,
but I'm saying, you know what I mean? It was supposed to be for December 10th.
I'm glad it didn't happen though. You know, because
I feel like it's less likely to happen now. I feel like if they couldn't together with those circumstances, like, okay, Joshua doesn't have an opponent, Klitschko just lost his. I don't know.
But then even then
Let's
Klitschko
just-
got
Klitschko's
injured.
biggest
But then
payday.
even then
Biggest
Klitschko got
payday.
injured too, so we wouldn't have had this December 10th too.
Yeah.
So I think the likelihood that April does happen, honestly, I don't think the Klitschko camp is shying away from Joshua, and we all know Joshua isn't shying away from that. Like, again, that'd be the biggest heavyweight fight over there overseas, and trust me, over here in the States,
Yeah.
we will be watching.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, also, I wanted to touch on something you touched as well. I spoke to Steven Espinoza earlier this week at the Santa Cruz Frampton press conference, and he stated that Luis Ortiz is also going to be showing up on Showtime very shortly as well. So Showtime,
He's a beast.
He's
Showtime
special.
and
Very
Steven
special.
Espinoza seem like in 2017 they're going to be pushing the heavyweight division. They're going to be showing it off like it hasn't been shown off before.
we hope.
Yeah, because HBO, they did like a few Klitschko fights here and there and everything, but like you said, Showtime has Anthony Joshua. They have Deontay Wilder already. If you could get one of the other big names in that division, and if they bring Luis Ortiz, you already have 3 heavyweights there that everybody think are in the top 5, 6 heavyweights there. Show them off. Showcase them on Showtime. And if we get Joshua versus Klitschko, my God, you know, that's heavyweight division is showing itself off once again. And like you said, it's the glamour division that a lot of old timers said, you know, they didn't really like the middleweight or the welterweight, or right now we're clamoring over Roman Gonzalez, you know. Those
Who's
lower,
clamoring?
a lot of people, boxing pundits and everything, they love that kid. So it's like,
Yeah, he was getting excited over Zeus Shamin.
hey, I said Shamin was cool that night. Right? But yeah, no. Just the fact that the heavyweight division is actually coming back and hopefully rejuvenated.
Sure.
So, any final thoughts on Joshua versus Molina, and do you think we're going to get the big matchups coming up in 2017?
Go ahead.
I was just, I'm hoping what you said is right, is that this next year it's like, okay, we're done fighting tune-ups, we're going to start fighting each other. But the state of boxing with, you know, the kind of wait to maximize your profits, you know, I don't know. I guess that's why I brought up the Klitschko thing, because I felt like, you know, the stars kind of aligned to, okay, someone pulled out, someone doesn't have an opponent, like, okay, like, now we can make it happen and it could be big. Because I want to say even, and correct me if I'm, you might know Dominic, or you all guys all might know, but didn't Frazier Ali only have like something like 6 to 8 weeks of promotion or something like that the first
That I
time
can't
around?
recall.
Wasn't it like short? I remember something like it being like a huge fight and it just having like a short time to be like promoted. And that was obviously, you know,
What if-
But
Well,
that fight was marinating for so long.
right? Yeah.
That could be true because they fought 5 times a year because the purses were so much smaller.
Right.
That's
So
true.
they had to survive. So I mean, one would, if you play the percentages, you may be correct.
I mean, if you go back to, if you go on BoxRec, you see all these guys like one guy fought on February, and then he's fighting in March or April.
Got Zuma Nelson. Well, I mean, these guys is
The professor.
Yeah.
Way too many times.
If you look at Sugar Ray Robinson's record, he fought, I think, like twice in 1 week.
Yeah, he fought the bum of the week. Remember he had
the bum of the month.
Bum of the month. Yeah, bum of the month.
Joe Louis did that.
Joe Louis, so yeah.
Yeah, but that's what they would do. You know, it's the only way to feed your family and have a roof over your head.
Yeah.
But it's different nowadays.
Oh yeah, Deontay Wilder can fight once a year.
fight.
Once a year and you're good. Well, Sean Porter's, Keith Thurman's, you know, they fight once a year and they live happily. You know, we see the Porters quite often. They have a great life.
And the good people, though.
Yeah, really good people.
Yeah, great people. For sure.
So continue on. Like I said, any of you guys, just 2017. What do you guys want from the heavyweight division? And finally, what to expect from Anthony Joshua versus Molina?
I got Joshua winning by, I don't think by knockout. It's so hard to get knockouts now. TKO.
What do you mean, like legit knockout?
Yeah, legit knockout. It's so hard to get it because we're in a state where everything is so precautious. You know what I mean? Even like we've seen recently where refs has stopped the fight, assuming that the guy was going to get hurt. You know, prematurely. Some may say it's prematurely, like Kell booked Triple G. Some may say that was premature. Wanted to win a title, but I got Joshua looking really good. You know, and maybe fourth or fifth round knockout. But I just want to see these fights in 2017. I don't know how it gets done. HBO has little, if not any, money, so maybe we won't see Klitschko.
They don't have any heavyweights.
Oh, but they got more money in England. Yeah, they don't have any heavyweights.
Yeah, I was really excited about Peter Nelson taking over, but it doesn't seem like we're getting the fights that we want, at least on HBO.
You're right. You're right.
We got two more fights this year just because Canelo didn't fight.
Yeah,
so we got, like,
some money was loosened up a little, and there you go.
Walter's
but they said that the money loosened up, but he was only guaranteed $300,000. Walter, then he would have got paid more, but they said he had an extra $250,000 guaranteed or something like that. I don't know.
It's just weird.
Yeah, it's just weird. So.
No, that fight is forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just give up talking about that fight.
Okay.
Let's just quit while we're ahead.
No, but you know, Joshua's going to do what he needs to do, and he's going to get the victory. So I'm just looking forward to 2017, him getting in the ring with Klitschko, and then hopefully Wilder. That's what I want to see. So.
Well, guys, that's our touch and preview on Anthony Joshua versus Eric Molina. Tune in again to the Fight Guys. As you guys know, we are doing a giveaway, a ticket giveaway. We're giving a pair of tickets for Abner Mares versus Jesus Cuellar. On that card, you get Jermell Charlo versus J. Rock Williams, the return of Josecito Lopez. I've been told by my people that there will be a lot of fighters there coming to the arena to watch the fight. So subscribe to the channel on YouTube, which is @TheFightGuys. Subscribe to the Twitter and the Instagram, which is @TheFightGuys_. We'll be picking a winner this upcoming Thursday, the 8th, which is 2 days before the fight. SoCal residents, if you come from Nevada, Arizona, wherever you want to come down for this fight, just subscribe, let us know that you're there, comment, and we'll pick a winner like we said Thursday. For the Fight Guys, I'm Fernando Pimentel of BehindTheGloves.com.
And Frederick Hawthorne with Barbershop Conversations.
Dominic Verdine of RingTV.com.
And
Steven Cordeiro from KOR The Sports on YouTube.
Sam, we'll see you guys at the fights.
Hey guys, it's your girl Angie. You're watching Barbershop Conversations. Make sure to click the button below to subscribe, like the video. Don't like it, leave a comment. You can also follow me at Angelica Curtis on Instagram. See you soon.